And to get another perspective, I spoke to somebody that's been occupying Wall Street himself, organizer Joe Fionda. He says he's seen police brutality firsthand.
All right, well, I got down to the financial district about, say, like 8:30 on about 2 hours of sleep and still adrenaline from the night before. We had marched over to, in my group, to William and Exchange Place, where there was a sit-in and mic checks, where we were, everybody was sharing a story. We have story time. So finally, there was another crew down by Delmonico's, and we heard that there was a crowd of police chasing them, and then we went to go join their crew so there could be bigger numbers. We, in turn, were followed by cops down William Street, where a couple people got arrested and started getting manhandled. One girl was being picked up by, like, had her hands behind her back, and they were, like, holding her by her arms and legs. And after that, we all marched down to Broad Street, where we were kettled in. There were police wagons, and they weren't letting us go for a while. We had a big standoff for a good, like, 15 minutes or so. And then after that, we finally marched back to Zuccotti Park. And by that time, I think it was about 10:30, I believe. So about 2-3 hours later, we were noticing that the police presence around the park was like steadily multiplying. They were starting to use the plastic ties to tie the barricades and started kettling us in the park. At which point, it was starting to rain. Some people had started to leave to go over to Union Square or other protests, or to go about the rest of their day. Some even went to work on Wall Street, as one of my friends did. And all of a sudden, we saw helmets coming into the park, people screaming that they were getting beaten. A journalist got thrown to the ground, and one kid believed he got his skull cracked. And my person I was with, Austin Toole, who actually had the videotape of the kid with the blood, who I was with, we had to jump over a barricade because the cops had kettled us in, but were swarming the park. It looked like they were just out.
And I think we are looking at that.
Whatever it was.
I think that's what our viewers are seeing on the screen there. We see a bloody image of looks like he was hit in the head pretty badly there. Joe, we're seeing these violent images of police brutality, it looks like. I mean, from what you've seen, what has caused police to resort to violence? Give us some more context surrounding the situation there.
The only thing I can think of is that bad apples are deciding to follow orders knowing that they have basically impunity to do so. Following orders of Bloomberg and Ray Kelly, obviously, who obviously Bloomberg is been supremely embarrassed by this entire movement, as we have been targeting him as, the 12th richest person in the world. He could be doing a lot to set a standard to help people, but he's failed every single step along of the way, and a number of us, including myself, have called for him to resign. In fact, Manhattan Borough President Scott Stringer said that he likened it to Tiananmen Square.